Yeah. You get to put a little fuzzy on. What's a magnet?
Okay, look at that.
Yep.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure. What are we talking about?
So today, welcome to the Dr. Craig Show. We're going to be talking about some deep-rooted feelings on Ultrahuman
Ring Air.
Yes.
First, can I give my first opinion?
On what?
The ring.
Very ugly.
It's very ugly. And I don't like to shower with it, but that's when I charge it anyways because it's so big, like putting lotion on. It's just so big. But they can't make them smaller, so you just deal with it.
There's electronics in it.
These little tiny rings to put on either side to give it a little more girly feel.
Kind of blings it up a little.
Well, I don't need bling. I just need to feel a little more feminine.
Why'd you pick that one as opposed to...
Well, I picked the Ultrahuman over the, what's the other one? Oura Ring, because the Oura Ring you have to have a subscription or you don't get all the stuff.
And now there's a couple other ones too, actually.
Yeah, and I forget, this one was the really good for sleep stuff, but you didn't need the subscription. You could do a subscription and it would predict when your next phase of your cycle is gonna be, but I don't really need that because I'm pretty regular. Yeah, at 47, I'm pretty regular because my husband does functional medicine. Had to throw that out. It basically tells you where you're at when you're at it. So like you're in the follicular phase, you're in the luteal phase, you're in the menstrual phase. Like I already know that. But
you did a kind of a deep dive into like doing like a really big comparison, but this was a couple months ago.
yeah,
So what initially brought you to that one? I know my reason for this one. Cost. I don't like monthly.
yeah, I didn't want a subscription. And if you don't have a subscription with the other one, you're not going to get very much data. And I wanted more data than what my watch gives me. So the Oura Ring was pointless if I didn't want a subscription. This one I get so much. Like,
And this one was actually less expensive than the other one.
yes, it was. Okay,
And you don't have a monthly charge.
so I have a little app. It's on the charging. It's
Oh yeah, the name is way cooler.
Ultrahuman.
Oh yeah, Laura, like
Okay, so I have like a lot of data here. Okay, now I'm screen recording, but I have all this data. It shows you like your temperature deviation because for women during your cycle, your temperature changes, your restorative sleep, your active hours, how many steps, your resting heart rate, last night's HRV. It does HRV all throughout the day, kind of like the Apple Watch, but it also will tell you your nightly HRV.
and for the cycle, the temperature tracking, like you could try to use that as like the birth control method, but that's not. I wouldn't rely on that.
Yeah, you can use the temperature tracking. So like you can watch your temperature also if you know enough about it to predict where you're going to be in the next couple of days. If you know your cycle really well, you're going to be able to predict it anyways. So I have like this movement thing on here that tells you,
Like get up and move.
yeah, but it like there's certain sections of the day where it tells you to do certain amounts of movement, which I think is really cool. It's more broken down than the Garmin watch. And then your stress rhythm, which I haven't looked much into that. Your caffeine window, I always log my caffeine. It tells me if I recovered really well, I get extra caffeine.
She gets very excited if she can have a mushroom coffee. Mushroom coffee. That's what.
That's my extra caffeine that I'll do midday. So
Do not do Starbucks. Starbucks. So Starbucks, don't sponsor us.
you have your two sleep scores. You have your dynamic recovery and your sleep. And so my Garmin watch would tell me my HRV and I'd watch that nightly. But something different about this that I really like is your resting heart rate and when does your heart rate drop? So mine seems to drop more closer to the morning hours than early in the evening. But also, like I was doing yoga for a while and because I was getting achy and stuff and it helped with that. And then I got out of it because I wasn't achy anymore. And my heart rate wasn't going low. So I have this breath work on here. You'd be doing the breath work and be going, what are you doing before bed? Like,
I actually
don't talk to me because I'm doing breath work.
But I liked it though because it was like,
It was making you do it.
well, no, not that it was making me do it, but it was playing like a very relaxing, like
Oh, yeah.
like a tone. It was what was it like a
Yes.
almost like a fluff, or like you know you have those like the bowls where like the monk is like
Yeah.
doing the thing on it. Yeah, but it's so it's super relaxing.
Well, that reminds me, last night during my yoga, he fell asleep because of the music.
Yeah.
But anyways, the breath work, I was just noticing when I would let out my breath, my heart rate would totally drop. So I thought if my heart rate's not dropping overnight, maybe I should do yoga again and see how it goes. And so I was doing that and I hadn't done it for a couple days. So my resting heart rate was 59. So I'm like, I'm going to do it again. I got to do it, see if it affects it. Last night, my resting heart rate was 53, one night of yoga. So it is
It's gonna
pretty
make a
amazing.
difference.
Yeah, it really does. But because of this, though, there's so many things in it that like I really see what I do, how it affects my sleep.
So what about as far as so seems really good for sleep? I would actually say way above and beyond the Oura Ring, especially if you have to pay like a monthly subscription to get all the extra stuff on
Yeah.
the Oura Ring.
Way better than the Garmin. I have the Garmin.
Okay, so what about exercise? Okay, so
Oh, but sleep, comparing.
sleep-wise, your Ring to your Garmin.
So the sleep is more detailed with my HRV is different. Sometimes it's pretty close. But as they're both, when you look at the graphs, they're both going down or they're both going up. So they're similar in that. My ring seems to record a higher HRV.
Yeah, they're not going to be like perfectly accurate. They're just not. They just can't.
Yeah. So, and it has your ultra age, your brain age, and your pulse age. Your brain age has to do with like how well you sleep, how well you recover, and all that stuff that's good for your body.
Yeah, don't show that.
My pulse age, and like that talks about like arterial flexibility, blood flow speed, blood flow smoothness has not been great. My speed has been up and down. So last week, I don't know, it wasn't as good. So that's frustrating me. I want to get that fixed.
She does tend to be a little bit high strung.
I want my blood flow. I don't want to have a heart attack.
And here's, so I had the Garmin watch, and I can't sleep with the watch on. Like I can only be in underwear. Anything else, like I can't sleep. So I actually don't use my Garmin watch. I just got a regular watch now. The thing with me, even if I could sleep with it, I feel like I was focusing too much on it. It became like very much a distraction for me.
Yeah, I don't like sleeping with the Garmin watch, but I've gotten used to it, so I'm still wearing both, which is kind of pointless. But some nights it's like too tight and I take it off.
So exercise-wise,
Okay, so
what's the comparison between the Ultrahuman and the Garmin watch?
So first of all, I have to say with the Garmin watch, I have done an echo stress test with it on to compare my heart rate to see how accurate it was. My Garmin watch said my heart rate was way at my max long before the echo stress test said it was. And I'm going to assume the echo is more accurate. You're hooked up to all the EKG monitors and stuff.
Pretty safe assumption.
Yeah, so the Garmin watch always shows my heart rate a lot higher. So then I have the Ultra Ring.
It's also not like super tight on it either.
I do tight.
But really, it's got to be like, it's supposed to be snug for it to.
Well, you'd think that it'd be lower if it's not super tight. Not like
No, it's not.
right?
Yeah, but it's not going to cut off your circulation.
But so on the Ring app, so I'll do the stairs at the gym, the revolving stairs, the Stairmaster, not the elliptical one, doesn't do anything. Sorry.
It's good for older people if you have knee or hip problems, but.
Yeah, but it's not, and for me, I need the real stairs for endurance. But I'll do my Ring and my Garmin to compare. My heart rate is way higher. I'm in the red zone on my Garmin, and I'm not like even a difference of 89 to 153.
Oh.
Yeah, so after.
Where your Ring would be lower and your Garmin would be that high?
Yes. Which is more in line with the stress test. So, I mean, I do make sure there's like a little bump on it, and I make sure before I start the stairs that the bump is on the bottom, because that's where it's hard to feel the bump. It's very subtle. So I think this.
And the Ring was snugger, more snugger.
I don't know if it is. Like there's not half sizes. With these rings, that's a problem. There's not half sizes. So also the Ultrahuman fit my fingers better.
The Oura was kind of more bulky, I think, right?
No, it was too
square?
big. So it's a 6 or a 7. I'm a 6.5. So I'm not going to go down to a 6. So the 7 was too big on the Oura Ring.
Yeah, order the little like trial rings, and you can try on how little. Yeah, and you can get the samples of like the different colors.
Ultrahuman gives the samples of the colors. Our Ring didn't, except Ultrahuman didn't have the rose gold sample, so I didn't get that, which I wish I did because I don't like the shiny. I don't know. I couldn't tell the color though, so I couldn't pick that. So I think that this Ring might be better with heart rate, more accurate.
It might be. It's.
I need to try it on my next echo.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's still only what you need to compare it with is actually a heart rate, like a chest monitor. No, but for a long period of time.
Oh, yeah.
To see like, because if they're both moving in the right direction, maybe one's lagging the other just a little bit, or maybe the app is lagging.
Not though with my heart rate, the whole time my watch is higher than my Ring. So
I think that a chest heart rate monitor really would be.
I threw mine away.
Well, I was also like 10 years old. You don't want to buy another one?
Just for that.
We're buying another one.
Okay.
So final thoughts. Who would you recommend actually get a ring and/or a watch? Like who would you recommend?
There's other things about the app. I put on push notifications, so I'll get notified like about my circadian rhythm. Bright light's good now. Don't do bright white now. So it reminds me to put on my blue light blocking glasses at night. It's good to take a walk during the sunset because the hues of the natural light. Like there's all kinds of little things and tips that it gives you. 200 steps in this phase, maybe more in this phase. So it's more detailed.
Because a lot of these things are things that we go over with clients, and like they just get like this whole like deer in the headlights, like, oh my gosh, like how can I remember all this stuff? And honestly, you can't remember everything all day, every day. And so when you see these like YouTube or Facebook where they have millions of followers and they show you their routine, and that's their job, is to have that routine. It's not realistic to actually do these things. So having a ring or an app something remind you. You may not do it all the time, but
It's more about changing habits slowly. So if I'm getting a reminder every night, it's, oh yeah, the sun's setting. I should go outside. Even if I can't take a walk, just go outside for a little bit and enjoy that pretty sunset. It's really good for your circadian rhythm. So it gives you those reminders, and that's really where you're going to make the long-term changes of your health when you slowly start to change habits where they become routine.
would you recommend it for everybody? And is there anybody that you would not recommend it for?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on your personality.
Agreed.
Yeah, it stress you out. For me, I like it because I have goals. I want to sleep better. And when I don't, like, alcohol affects your sleep so much. You feel like you got a good night's sleep, but you kind of were like,
I never feel like it's, a lot of people say they get a good night.
I'm tired from the 20 miles, so my brain's not working right now. I don't have good brain clearance, it should tell me. It puts you like in a coma, but a sleep coma, it knocks you out, but you're not truly in a deep sleep.
Yeah. Makes you tired, but you don't sleep.
Yeah, HRV tanks for days if I have one drink. Yeah, it does, you do not get a good night's sleep. It is so bad.
Or if you eat too late.
Yes, yeah. You can log your food in the ring. I haven't done that yet because I don't like logging everything I eat. It's a lot of work.
It's gonna make you, it'd make me eat less.
Yeah, that's
For what hassle of it.
if I want to go on a diet, I log my food because I just don't want to log my food. So it's like, it's not worth eating. I do really like all of the information I get. I do feel like it helps. I mean, there are some things out of my control. I'm just going to have a bad night's sleep. Or if you're a little under the weather, your heart rate's going to be higher, things like that. But you know that that's the case. Garmin is better for activities. I feel like the Ring, you use a lot more battery. Your battery's used faster. And if you're doing an activity, it really sucks your battery. So I have to charge it more often, and it doesn't charge as fast as the Garmin. So I like the Garmin for like just workouts and stuff. I like to see if I'm doing a really good workout, how many calories I burn.
It is nice having that feedback.
Roxy wants to be in the video. Roxy, hi.
And a little side note, the Garmin watch, we do put on airplane mode.
Yes.
So we're trying to get a glass so we watch.
The only time I don't is if I have a call that I'm waiting for that I really cannot miss. And the only thing that mine does is ring. It doesn't beep for every little notification. That is, I don't know how people wear watches like that. That's insane.
Yeah. And think about it, when if it's the Wi-Fi is on, you have circulation going through, it's pretty much blasting all your blood every, I don't know how long, but.
I turn my Bluetooth on in the morning to connect my watch to my phone, and then I turn off. But the Ring, you always have the Bluetooth on.
And we haven't tested that. We do have an EMF meter.
That's what they say, so we'll see.
Low is all relative.
Yeah, so I like it. I think it's good for people that like to get that data and we are willing to make the changes that it suggests. If you're not going to make the changes and it's always telling you to do something, you're just going to get annoyed and you're going to want to throw it out the window.
There you go. There's the review. Stay tuned for our e-mountain bike review.
And my great deal.
Great deal. And the positive effect it has had on our marriage.
Sure. Golden hour. So wait. Golden hour starting now. So here's what, okay, real quick. Golden hour is starting now. Golden hour starts soon. Red-orange wavelengths reduce cortisol, accelerate sleep onset, and optimize REM sleep. So it gives you those cool little tips. And it is nice to be outside this time of night too, if you could take a break. So there's that, my notification.